Hello and welcome. My question for today is, why are all these comedies that were made in the 60s from Walt Disney so terrible? Today we're going to be talking about The Ugly Dachshund. The Ugly Dachshund was released in 1966, and the plot basically is this wife has this prize dachshund who is about to have baby dachshund, and they're all girls, and she just loves and adores them and wants them to win the prize as show dogs. Her husband, Mark, ends up helping out the vet when he goes to pick the puppies up from the animal hospital. He tells him that there's this Great Dane that is his own dog. She just had puppies as well, but it was a large litter, and one of the Great Danes got pushed away and abandoned from his mother.
No place for a Great Dane with a family that likes Doxies anyway. Here, see what you can do with it. Well, I'll go get your pup. One drop at a time.
But because of the fact that he basically persuades him into doing it, he mixes it in with the litter and doesn't say anything to her for a couple of weeks.
Oh, Mark, I thought you'd never get here.
Fran, wait just a minute.
Oh, Donka, I bet you're glad to be home again, huh?
Oh, Fran,
Oh, my three little darlings. Donka! Mark, she had another puppy.
Well, yeah, sort of.
Well, why
See
didn't
that?
Doc Pruitt call us?
Well, honey, this dog here.
She's funny looking.
She's a he. What do you mean, funny looking?
Well, different. But, well, I guess it's because he was born later, huh? Mark, it's getting too chilly for the puppies out here. Why don't you bring them in? I want some milk for Donka.
She finds out because you can't hide a Great Dane from a Dachshund. They're gigantic compared to this little dog, and they have a fight about it. But then she decides, sure, you can keep him after a while, after you explain what happened.
Well, how about that? They're out of the basket. Rose. Well, will you look at him, huh? Hey, look at the way he's growing. Kind of like a weed, huh?
Oh, like a Great Dane?
Yeah, just hang on a minute. Just hold on there now for a minute, Fran. I can explain everything.
Like you've been explaining everything for the last couple of weeks?
But the entire time of them living together, he has his dogs, she has her dogs. He protects the dachshunds and he thinks he's one of the dachshunds, but they get in trouble and she just keeps blaming it on this Great Dane Brutus.
You look here. Look, this is a dachshund. See that? There, dachshund. You're not a dachshund. You never will be. No. Dachshund, pooey.
Oh, really? Let's not get so carried away.
Wait on, listen. Stick with me, Bruce. Stay with me. Now, here's what you want, Bruce.
The wife is a terrible person. She is a complete jerk. I hated her the entire time. The poor dog, you feel so terrible for the dog, and you feel terrible for the husband because of the wife, he keeps getting into all this trouble and she keeps blaming it all on him and no one else, and she just thinks she's perfect and right, and I hated her so much. He ends up teaming up with the vet to help this Great Dane learn that he's a Great Dane instead of a Dachshund, and he ends up putting him into the show against the Dachshunds, not telling his wife, so he can win a blue ribbon. She ends up getting second place, he ends up getting first place, and then everything is good because the female's always right. I don't understand gender stereotypes back then. The male is the winner, but he will change for a female. It's very old-fashioned. wife was completely stupid. You should not change for her. I felt terrible for the husband. He deserves so much better. It was interesting to see what a comedy was like back then in the 60s in live action comedy. But these are terrible films, and the characters all are terrible people. So this is definitely not worth to watch. It's weird, it's a horrible story, and I feel terrible for the dog. The Great Dane was so sweet and precious, and I loved him the most, and yet the Dachshunds were the prized possession, and they treated him horribly. So don't do this film. This film is terrible. Thankfully, we can move on, and tomorrow we're going to be talking about The Jungle Book, which is a lot better of a film. It's a very classic film. So stay tuned, and as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I'll see you real soon.